At the current time of recording this, I'm still 17 years old, but on the day this broadcasts, I will officially be 18 years old and 18 years and several hours old. Allow me to walk you through my life, because I thought, well, generally my philosophy is, I like to give to other people, although I do know deep down I could be doing that a lot more. I could be selling a lot of possessions that I don't use anymore, then give the money to charity. So that's something I really should be getting on and doing. But anyway, one of my things about my birthday is I don't really like to focus on myself. I like to give to other people, but this kind of satisfies the focusing on myself aspect of a birthday, and as well as giving to you. So allow me to walk you through my birth and my life. Picture it now, the 29th of September, several years ago, although I guess by the fact I've told you my age, you're able to guess when my birthday is. But anyway, picture years ago, nearly 2 decades ago, in a hospital that stood in the district of Hammersmith, or the part of London known as Hammersmith that no longer stands, called Queen Charlotte's Hospital. At around 5 o'clock in the morning, I entered this world, and my journey of my life begins here. Generally, I don't remember a lot about my younger life. I remember some weird moments, like a time when I tripped over glass on the way to kindergarten. Well, that's what the Americans call it. We call it like nursery. So on the way to nursery, I remember tripping over a broken glass bottle from my house. That was quite funny. Allow me to tell you the world I was born into. Born to a Jewish mother, a Catholic father. I've mentioned this before, but still it's integral to my life's development, or to at least my story in this world. However minor and insignificant it truly is in the grander scheme of the world. Anyway, I was raised by both of them. They both agreed to they both said they were going to raise me and my brother, who is a year older than me. They both agreed to say, right, we're going to raise these two boys to be, so they can decide what they want to believe to be true, what they believe to be false. They can decide that for themselves. But they still introduced us, they still sort of gave us a taster into their cultures. My dad being more Roman Catholic, being that he was baptized as a baby, as an infant himself. My mother being Jewish, so I got a taste of both the cultures, which I actually kind of like. It allowed me to sort of gain an insight into sort of both Roman Catholic thinking and also reformist Jewish thinking, because that's more the school of thought my mother comes under, although she classifies herself as Messianic Jewish. I'll get into different theological schools another time anyway. So, very few memories, in fact, maybe only one memory from when I was an infant, so I'd skip over that. I lived in a town called Hanwell, went to nursery there. We then decided to move to a small town called Feltham and a little suburb called Bedfont. From here, this is where I really begin to sort of learn how to memorize. This is when my brain kicks in, begins to start recording memories or whatever. Generally, my school life was quite okay. I knew some brilliant people, and there's no other word for it. I'm blessed to have known these people, to have met these people. Quite a lot of them, it's sad to say, like, I still don't keep in contact with them, because in my infant and junior school, because they were a part of the same institution, It's not like I went to one junior school and then I went to a completely different infant school. They're both under a school called Sparrow Farm. They just had a junior infant school. But anyway, the people I knew and met there, they're probably some of the greatest people I've ever known in my life. Like, I think they helped mold me into the man. Well, I still call myself a boy, even though technically, in the eyes of English law, I'm still a man. But anyway, they helped mold me and shape me. I had some good times, I had some bad times at the school. It was quite fun. Nothing major to happen until we get to 2008. Oh boy, 2008. In the winter of 2008, my parents separated. They had been falling out. They didn't actually get married, so I am technically a bastard child. If you want to call me a bastard, I am actually not offended. I would actually say that's technically the truth. I am a bastard, so go ahead, call me a bastard if you want. I will not be offended. Anyway, they separated in 2008. Like, their relationship had been going down the shitter for ages. And despite me being raised in a mixture of reformist / Messianic Judaism and Roman Catholicism, although very secular leaning Roman Catholicism, I decided to I was becoming a bit more of an angry person. I was internally angry. I started blaming myself for my parents' separation. I was saying, oh, it's me, there's something wrong with me, and they got pissed off with me. And eventually I just began to vent my frustrations out in the world. I started going around calling myself an atheist, because I was thinking, oh, that's why my parents are separated, there's no divine creator, there's no being above, you know. I started really taking a Richard Dawkins kind of view, you know, like the cuntish level of atheist. Like, you know, some wonderful atheists, I respect your beliefs, I understand that there's no proof for what I say, I can't prove that there's a big magic man or divine force in the universe that gave life and all that, and I understand that, and that's a legitimate point towards your arguments, and I'll happily concede that, but I think we can both agree that there's just a cuntish level of it, and his name is Richard Dawkins. Anyway, I started calling myself an atheist, and this was when I got into secondary school. I went through secondary school at the age of 14. I found out I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. It's basically a form of autism, so I was diagnosed with that. It helped explain certain things in my life, like why I was sort of more internally focused. It helped me also explain like why I was more into reading, like why I was more into sort of just being on my own, that kind of thing. I think that kind of helped explain who I was. And at the age of sort of 12 to 13ish, like we went over my sort of philosophical and ethical looks of the world, that kind of thing. I was kind of thinking, I actually agree more with this Judaism stuff. I actually agree more with my mother's side of philosophy, so I decided to take it up fully internally. At that point, I actually became like a full-fledged Zionist. But back in 2014, I saw the consequence of war, and I said, this is not right. I cannot support this any longer. And that's basically a quick summary of my life. If you want me to tell you a bit more about who I am as a person, I could do that in another video, and I'm happy to do it. But like, I just thought as like a little gift I'd tell you about, on my birthday, I'd give a gift to you, basically explain to you in very, very summarized details. I should have probably selected a longer video to do this. I just wanted to explain to you my life, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later. I'm out.